Hello, hello. Hi. Welcome back. And if you're new, welcome in general. Because I love to say welcome back. Some of y'all are new here. Hey, you guys. Welcome to my channel. My name is Nabila Milicia. And tonight, I am going to work on this dress right here. I am adding beads to this wonderful wedding gown. And I started last night. And then I continued on a little bit today. So I'm going to come up a little bit closer so you guys can see some of the beads. Right here we have some. Like it's white on white. Hey baby, how are you tonight? It's white on white, so you know from a distance you can't really tell just yet. But these are pretty big beads, so you know in person I feel like the camera doesn't do it justice. But in person you can see, you know, the details a little bit more. You're doing good, that's wonderful. I did a little bit on the shoulder already, and then where the wrist is at. But because you can't really like really fully notice all the details, you know, I want to start adding some sparkly ones, but it's really hard to find those on Amazon, so I might have to just wait till the weather is better and then go to the store. But you can see these. I feel like these you can notice a little bit more than the ones up top. Hey Red Hunter, how are you? My days go very well. I'm just sleepy, like super sleepy. I've been fighting all day, but I'm doing good and I've been very productive today. Hey Jalen, how are y'all doing? I'm doing good. How are you, Jalen? So yeah, that's what we're going to continue working on. Oops, not me showing all my goodies. Let's see where I wanna be. I'm 29. You're about to sleep in a minute. That's how I feel, but I decided to wash my bedding late, and so it's in the dryer right now, so I have to be up. So I keep getting people asking me like to be a moderator. I have no idea how it works, guys. I see what you call it. I did get a notification earlier, you know, to set a moderator. I haven't figured that out. I need to do a YouTube video on, you know, how to do it. You said I look 20. A lot of people think that I'm like 18, and I'm like 20 is still like 20 is good, you know what I mean? Some people be pushing it and be like, oh, you look like you're 16. One time, thank you for staying right here, not Darren. Somebody says 29 looking 29 looking 22. Okay, so you're gonna make some salmon with brown rice and asparagus. Oh, I actually had asparagus today with roasted potatoes and carrots. And what else? No, that was it. I didn't have no meat. Thank you, guys. I'm almost 30. I'm about to be. So yes, I was telling you guys a story. Last year, it was kind of like during the summertime, late summer, I went to Publix, and this lady, the cashier, it's like I live here, right? So it's the Publix by my house. I go there all the time and I see her often. Not super often, but often. Hi Madeline. Thank you, Lindy. Thank you, Angel. Thank you guys so much. So I went to this Publix, right? And I've had conversations with this lady before. Like one time I had on makeup and she was like, you look like 6 figures. And I was like, thank you. And she was like, if you're not making 6 figures, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. Don't come from my neck. But back to the story. So this time I was with my cousin and I saw this lady and she started a conversation and my cousin was checking out. So I walked basically in front of my cousin to go to where the bagger basically is. And I was standing right next to the bagger. And like bagger, the person who bags your groceries, not like beggar, like asking for money. No, the person who bags your groceries, right? So I was sitting right there, and then she was like, "Oh, you're so cute," and I'm like, "Thank you." And then she's like, "Here you go," and she, points her thumb at me, and I'm like, "What is that?" So I take it off her thumb, and she legit gave me a sticker. It was like a little horse, so I just put it right here, because what else am I gonna do with it? And then my cousin started laughing, and my cousin was like, she's an adult. And then the lady was like, oh, you look like a kid. And then she was like, well, maybe 17. And I'm like, so you give 17-year-olds a sticker? Like, I'm sure you give stickers to kids, for real. But basically, she thought I was a child and gave me a sticker at age 29. Yeah, true story. So I often have like people mistaking my age like that. But I am thinking, what should I do? Oh, okay, right here I can do these big ones still, because I have been trying to map it out in my head and start with the big ones and then kind of fill it in with smaller, more detailed beads. But I also want to get the shinier kind so that, it's really visible from a distance. I want it to kind of look like not really glitter, because glitter is a little bit more, you know what I mean? Yeah, that was so crazy. That means you take care of yourself. True, true. Baby face, yup. Can't complain, It's better to look young than it is to look old. Yeah, I would say so. When I was younger, I didn't like it though, because, it was annoying that people would mistake me for a child all the time. But now I learned to appreciate it. So hi, Anara. Oh, that's a pretty name. What does etch mean in this sentence? Is it okay if I etch to this? Oh, thank you, Lindy. I appreciate you. So what have y'all been up to today? What did today look like for most of you? Was it a good day? I think that's quite inappropriate. Yeah, it definitely has been bad. I saw that it was snowing in Florida. Is that true? Like up north, North Florida. Thought that would never happen. But it has been snowing here in Georgia as well. I feel like the south side got more of it than the north side. Basically where I'm at, it barely snowed today. So you're prepping for tomorrow to be ice rain? Oh wow. It's supposed to be ice rain. That is crazy. Yeah, Pensacola. I thought so. I thought no parts of Florida would snow, like ever. So I'm gonna show you guys this. These have like bigger circles in the flower, and so I put those beads on top of those big circles, right? And then right here is an example of what those little big circles would look like. I'm trying to, okay, right here. So should I add one big bead on each of those? Hey there. Um, Add beads? Okay. Thank you. This needle is so thin, it just got in there. So how do y'all feel about snow overall though? When I was in Amsterdam, I liked it, but it was more so it slowed everything down in certain areas, like especially when it would snow really badly. But life still goes on, you know, when it snows. Like here in Georgia, they kind of shut everything down, which I'm here for it because who wants to be out there in this cold? Not I. So to be honest with you, I do like it when everything is cancelled. But that never really happened there unless it's like really code red, which I can only recall one time when it got to code red. Yeah, it's like I think that was the time where it snowed like kind of everywhere a little bit. Oh, how was Alaska when you lived there? Seems like a very interesting place. I like it And I like when everything is quiet and slow, lots of snow. When everything is quiet and slow, lots of snow. But I don't want to live in it. Yeah, that's how I feel. I feel like when it comes to snow, I want to visit it. You know what I mean? Like I want to go on a winter sport and go skiing, and I'm visiting the snow and I'm like enjoying it, and doing winter sport, maybe do snowboarding a little bit. I never did that before. I did skiing only, and I love to ski. So I would love to do that, but to actually have to live in it and deal with it every day, yeah. Every day during the winter time, of course. No. But it's really pretty though, especially when you're inside and you have all your snacks and you're just binging something, and I like it like that. Hello from Calexico, California, in Mexicali, Mexico. Okay, hello, hello. How are you? Have you been safe during the fires? I hope you haven't been affected. Hey, happy 2025. Have y'all had a good start to the year? Or was it a bit rough? For me, it was a little bit rough. I started the year being sick. That was not pleasant. That's the same with I think it was 2018. I started the year, I think, with COVID. That was before COVID was a thing. And I will never forget that again. I felt like I was going to die. My thoughts are monotonic. I have no idea what that means, to be honest. Okay, there's one more of those. So I'm gonna add another bead right here. And I'm trying my hardest to just stick with a pattern, which it's not really that hard to stick with a pattern, because if you do, it doesn't look random. I don't want it to be like random beads everywhere. Okay, Freshly Wild says BRB. I'm in a new sub, just 10 into our channel. You sewing is ASMR to my ears. That's so funny. 2018 December, worst time of my whole life. Oh, what, did you have like a form of COVID too or something? I love your smile. With all due respect, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Like, let me check my email for just a quick second. I think she responded. No. Okay. I'm going to share your channel. Be back, okay? Oh, thank you. I appreciate you for doing that. And Red Hunter says, COVID, shaking my head. I had retired early. Then 14 tenants didn't have to pay rent. But I did turn my life upside down. Oh, wow. That sounds really rough, for sure. Yeah. Unfair too, maybe, because, you know, others didn't have to pay, but you had to. That's rough. Right? Jalen, that's... I didn't have no relief whatsoever during COVID. I was like, I wish I didn't have to pay rent. Wait, where was I at? Okay, right here. I feel like I need a massage recliner. That would be so good right now. But at the same time, it might put me to sleep. Okay. Here we go. right? I definitely need a massage, like urgent. Have you guys ever heard of floating before? I want to go floating. For those of you who don't know what it is, I've never done it, but from what I've read up on it is that you're basically in like a little tub, and you can close the lid, or if you choose to not to close it, you can like leave it cracked or whatever. And then you're basically laying down in a tub of like super salty waters, like saturated with salt, to the point where your body automatically floats. Yeah, like a salt pool basically, but it's for one person at a time. And it's so relaxing. Apparently 1 hour of floating is equal to 4 hours of sleep, and I'm like, I need that. So sometime this year, in the first quarter of the year, I have to go floating. Like, have to. Have you done it? And what was your experience if you did? Hey, Ray, Raj. How are you? Okay, you did. They have this place with a big chamber. It's super quiet. Okay, very cool. So you recommend it basically. I found a spot like 15 minutes near my house, and that's where I think of going to. And apparently they claim to be the best one in Georgia. So still can do a cold plunge. Neither can I. I don't think. I'm not in the right mind space apparently. Um I don't know. A cold plunge to me, I haven't wrapped my mind around dumping my entire body into cold ice water. I have not. Remember when we had the ice bucket challenge? I did not participate. And apparently it's really good for your body to, do a cold plunge. but my hands hurt when I'm holding a cold drink. I'm not exaggerating. Like after a while, it really hurts, you know? Like 5 minutes into holding it, that's already more than enough. Okay, Jalen. Like if I hold a cold drink for 1 minute, it starts to hurt in my yeah, from what I recall, right? So every time I hold drinks with ice, like first of all, I don't really get no drinks with ice. I always request no ice. But if somebody's like, hey, hold my drink, I hate it when I'm with friends and they're like, oh, hold my drink for me, and I'm like, no, I gotta hold your drink. But every time I have a drink that is cold, like even if it's no ice but still cold, I have to get a bunch of tissues and wrap it around it basically, and that's how I carry my drinks. Like I cannot stand it. So to actually jump into a pool of ice, yeah, no. You avoided internet around the time of the ice bucket challenge. That's funny. That's so funny. Man, we had some crazy challenges. Remember the challenge? What was it called with the crates? And people were stacking the crates and just running across and nearly breaking their necks. That was one of the dumbest challenges ever. But some people would really make it across, though. Like, you would be rooting for them. Crazy. Okay, one more on this end. I am wondering how far down I will go. And this is the side. It's right under the bus, so okay. Right here. I'm trying to do it in symmetry. Symmetry. So it's symmetrical. whatever. What I just did doesn't look like that one. Yeah, so it wasn't symmetrical in this case. Mm. Where did it go to? It's okay. Okay, last one on this one. Oh, by the way, I made it past 600 subscribers. I'm so excited about that. Like, so happy. I was like, yay, finally. So we're much closer to 1,000 now. He's gonna make it look so easy. Thank you. I feel like it is easy though. When you know what you're doing, when you understand how it works. The only thing that might be difficult is to be patient because it's very detailed. It requires a lot of focus. But yeah. Thank you though. change. Okay, let's see where I want to go next. I found these longer beads on Amazon. They're like 7 millimeters. So I am thinking of sewing them on like on spots like these, where you see how it has a line, which would be like a stem of the flower. So on the stems, they're similar to where is this thing? It's right here. So I have these. These are actually 4 millimeters. So basically, they're like a longer. Dropped it. They're like a longer bead, but then it can form the stem basically. That's the idea. I feel like I want to switch over to something else, but what should I switch over to? This dress has like bigger details, and I don't really want to fill in the bigger details unless I have something sparkly to fill them in with, you know what I mean? So for now I'm like, what can we do? These are the smaller ones I have. These are shiny. Maybe I can do something with those. These. Or these are shiny. These are somewhat silver-ish. Okay, right here. One of them was darker. I feel like this is the darker one. So I'm gonna see. I'm gonna put one of each against this fabric and kind of figure out from there which one I should go for. Okay, I like this one. They're loose, so I can't really show you guys. It looks like from the label that these are the same thing. However, when I hold them next to each other, one appears darker. On the fabric, it looks the same. So this is the one that I opened today thinking it was lighter. So I'm gonna just keep that one to the side and just go with the one that was already open. And I'm going to pour them in here, because this is basically a safer spot. It locks better. And then we can work from here. So I'm thinking what I should do with those. There's this leaf that I see. Okay, I got a couple that I forgot I put on here. Okay. Let me just put them back in here. to see where I would put those. There's some leaves that are like a checker. I don't know if you guys could see that, if it's focusing. Right here you can see it kind of. So I could do like a random, you know, like basically every filled in part of that checker could be a bead. Or I need to find something maybe different. I need to think, but I also am going to I'm waiting for somebody's response, you guys, in email. So I'm checking that real quick. None. Okay, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? It's so hard when there's like bigger details, because when you have bigger details, it's like either you fill in the entire big thing or none at all. But when you have like smaller details, you can easily like, you know, create a pattern from those smaller ones. Let's see. Okay, I see super small flowers, so what I can do is put a sparkly one in the tiny flowers, and then after that we can find something else. Like this is a tiny flower right here. It's so cute. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Oh, I'm gonna show y'all. Ooh, right here. Can y'all see? Yep. I think that when the light hits it right, it'll shine. It'll appear silver. So tonight I'm going to research some tiny silver beads. Like if it's super small and silver, then it will look like a glitter basically, you know? Okay, found another small flower. I wish I didn't have to tie a knot after each bead. I lost my needle. Ugh. This needle eye is so tight, and it keeps fraying. There we go. Cool. And I just did a double knot to secure it. I think those are really gonna add some character to it. Let's see here. Where are all my tiny flowers at? Hello there, how are you? Ooh, I need to put my phone on the charger because we are at 4%. There you have it. Okay, very good. What can we do? Okay, I don't know where to continue right now. I'm gonna hold it up for you guys to see. This is kind of like from a distance. I don't know if you guys notice them, but I do. Thank you. I'm excited, but I'm like, where do we continue? Like, what is the next pattern that I should follow? Okay, I'll just do some big beats over here. Yeah. I'll do that right here. I feel like I keep, okay, this thing is from the couch. I'm keep sitting and stuff. Cool, so I feel like my pants keep climbing up. Okay. I like it when there's like two right next to each other because then I can go underneath the fabric. Excuse me. So I can go right underneath the fabric to the next one. I pulled it too much. Okay, I'm gonna just tie a knot in here. I was trying to do it without tying a knot, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Oh, I lost the thread again. I'm gonna at least make the knot without my needle. Okay, we got that. Cutting off the parts that is fraying and threading it. When in the first time, I love that. Hey Summer, how are you? You love the hair, thank you. I washed my hair today and I was supposed to go somewhere tomorrow morning early, like leave the house at like 8:45 a.m. and I was like, I already know I don't want to do my hair in the morning because I typically get my hair wet and then I comb my hair product through. And so I thought, let's just braid it, and I did some like grandma box braids, and you know, I just put it in a low bun so that I could just take it off and then it would curl without me actually having to wet my hair first. So that was the idea. However, praise God, I was like, God, I don't want to go nowhere tomorrow. I want to be in the house, okay? And so whatever I had scheduled is canceled for tomorrow. And I'm like, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. So yeah, I did all this for nothing, but at the same time, I could keep it tomorrow too because I don't have to go nowhere. So I love that. And you said same, you have the same thing, okay? Love that for us, sis. Love that. I love a good time where I don't have to do my hair. I do. But with my afro, I try to do it every day because lately, well, the last time I did my hair, I kind of had some heat damage. Just minimal. Well, it wasn't, yeah, it was not to the max. It was only like towards the front, kind of like this part right here. And because of the heat damage, I wanted to do my hair every day so that it can, basically your hair needs to be trained. So when you straighten your hair a lot, you train it to be straight, and so then it doesn't curl back. And so to get it back curly, you have to train it again to be curly, and so you do that by keeping it moist and wet, and you know, keeping your hair styling products in it, which is why I do my hair every day. But with the cold weather, I don't feel like it, you know. Yes, I'm gonna keep it. Thank you, girly. I love that. And I feel like I need to do this more often because with this cold weather, you know, like it's easy to not do your hair every day. And I have moments where I don't do my hair for like a whole 3 days in a row. And that's when it starts to get matted, you know? And then you have to comb that out, and that's a hassle. So I'm like, instead of not doing anything, just keep it in some kind of style, you know? Yep. I hate when this happened, like half of the thread went through and half didn't. So it's kind of like doing something weird. So sleepy. Moving this back over so we can look and see where we want to be. I feel like the only way is down, and I don't know how far down I want to go, but I went down right here, so I'm gonna just go for this part and do this. So with the last wedding gown, I actually like glued some glitter to it, and it was so pretty. So in the event that I can't actually do shiny beads, like if I really can't find them, maybe I'll consider doing glitter again, because it was pretty. I don't see why I shouldn't really, but right here. Hold on, my Wi-Fi is cutting in and out. Oh, is it storming where you at? Not storming. It's in the 20s though. Oh, okay, that's good. I don't really know Fahrenheit like that. I still do Celsius. So right now I know it's below 5, below 0. It's -5 degrees Celsius. So it's basically below freezing point. But I have no idea how cold it is right now in Fahrenheit. Hmm. Oh, okay. -3.33 Celsius. Okay. So it's a tad bit colder over here. You called out of work. I'm so happy for you. Free payday. Yay. Ain't none better than that. That is so good. Because it is way too cold to be doing anything. I know that like places like New York and Chicago and Amsterdam, like life still goes on, you know what I mean, when it snows. But I'm not used to it anymore, to be honest with you. But I feel like at some point it was more so like you're forced to get used to it when you're living in countries and places that get so cold. But it took me years to get used to it. And now, you know, like I never liked the cold. I like the snow, but just not the cold, right? Or like the cold doesn't bother me as long as I don't have to be outside or do anything. But now I'm just like, shoot, count me out of everything. Count me out. I hope though that my boots come in tomorrow. Most likely not. Most likely these people called out too. But I ordered some Uggs and I ordered them like last week and they came in last week as well. But on the website, in the reviews, people were saying that they sized down because their regular sizes were too large. And so I got a 5 instead of a 6 because, you know, I'm thinking, okay, I have to size down as well. And I reached out to somebody who is, she's kind of like similar in size, you know, like we wear the same shoe size, and she's petite just like me. So I asked her, you know, would you recommend sizing down? And she was like, yeah. But then when I did, it was actually too tight. So yeah, I returned it, and then I ordered a new one, and it was scheduled to arrive tomorrow. However, if it's gonna be snowing, I don't know if it is gonna be here tomorrow. You know? So yeah, Uggs are pretty cool. I like them. I have one that is, it doesn't have like a back to it. You kind of like, you step your foot into them. And those are really cute, but you don't wear them with socks. So it's like, you kind of wear them during the fall where it's not too cold, but also not too warm, you know? But I need like actual boots, and I have two, but I left them at home, and now I'm like, let's just get something completely new. Size up with boots, but they said that those, I got lip gloss on my hands. They said that they were big, you know, and I feel like Uggs, they kind of stretch when you wear 'em a lot. Like my very first pair, I actually got them back in 2007. I remember. No, it was 2008 actually. I remember like it was yesterday. But either way, then one day my mom was like, "Oh, those are so cute. Let me actually try them." And then she stretched them out. But I feel like my feet were a little bit bigger back then. Like I would wear a 7 back then. And then after, I felt like just her wearing it one time stretched it out so much to where I was like, yeah, you can keep this. I was so mad. But then because she stretched them out, she bought me a new pair. That was a completely different style. So I do feel like they kind of like, you know, widen a lot. And now when they said go down on it, I was like, okay, cool, you know. But when I had it, it was so tight, like I couldn't wear no socks with that. And I didn't want to like see if it would stretch, you know what I mean, because it was so tight already. Like what if it doesn't, you know what I mean? And then I'm stuck with it. So I was like, let's just go get my actual size. Yeah. And the reason why I also didn't want to size up with them is because my legs are tiny. I don't want the boot to look like massive, because these are not tight already. They look large on how they are already. Like, I feel like Uggs typically are snug, right? But the ones that I have or ordered, they're not snug. Like even in the picture on the website, on the model, they're not snug. They kind of go like this, and I'm like, I don't want it to look too big. Like, why would y'all make it look like that instead of just straight? You know what I mean? Maybe I should do some on the sleeves now. Oops, I lost my needle. I had it right here. Like, where did it go? Did it get snatched up by the dress? What in the world? Okay. I have no idea where my needle went. Doc Martens are really good boots, yeah. I always wanted one, but the style that I wanted, when I finally was about to buy it, they didn't have the style that I wanted. So I tried on a different one, But my mom, she liked it on me, but I was like, nah, this is not really me, you know? It wasn't really giving what I wanted it to give. So I ended up not getting it. But I wanted it since Nicki Minaj came out with Super Bass. And still didn't get one. Okay, I was sitting on a bead. I really just lost my needle, just like that. I had it right here. And, oh, there it goes. It got caught right here. Alright, we're good. I'm gonna do this sleeve right here. Would you ever wear derby or casual street loafers? Yes, I would. I don't remember. I am familiar with the name derby, but I can't remember what the style was. However, overall, I like loafers, so I want to say yes. I want to say yes. Thank you, Tim. I think they make loafers with a log, so there's just a crack right there on my screen protector, so I had to like swipe it off for me to be able to read that. Okay, that's what we just did on the sleeve. Those two. I love how you can see this so clear. And then I want to get the long ones so I can put them on things like this. Right there, it will go down. Okay, I found a tiny flower here. So apparently I was doing the silver ones on the really tiny flowers, but over here I did a medium-sized white pearl on this tiny flower. So would y'all say go for the silver or go for this white one? Let me show you a silver one. Right here is the silver one. So it's a lot smaller. Right there. Like from here you can see it. What y'all think? Stick with the silver? Okay, cool. Stick with the silver. Because hopefully when the light hits it right, the silver would be more, you know, really like bright. It is very intricate. It really is. I was supposed to be doing alterations today and I did not one thing. I was just so into this dress. Which is why I'm so happy that I'm off tomorrow, so I can kind of make up for today. But you know, sometimes I just like doing what I want to do. Like if I don't feel like doing alterations, I sometimes just don't force myself. Like unless it's something that is same day or next day, then it's like whether you feel like it or not, you're gonna do it, you know? But if I don't have to, because then I feel like when I do it when I feel like it, I work so much faster and much more efficient, you know? So I'm praying that tomorrow will be my fast and efficient day. Oops. Almost lost my needle in there. So this is what the silver one looks like on this sleeve. And let's see if there's a small one on this sleeve. Yeah. Ugh, what was going to do in the process? I'm securing this one a little bit extra because it created a loop that I did not see, and I'm gonna cut it off. Okay, there we have that. Hmm. I feel like we did a lot. You remind me of like a little house, okay? You have really good patience. Should try investing. I should try investing. It's just that I don't know much about it, but I do want to get into it. I would love to. Where else? I feel like you guys are very patient watching me. Okay, we're gonna switch back to doing some big ones on this side. Okay, yeah. Okay. Okay, I can see a lot of texture. Oh, I poked myself. I wish you guys could see it. Hey, I see your glasses. I love my comment as much as I love them. Perfect match, don't you think? Hey, I see your glasses. Loved my comment as much as I love them. Perfect match, don't you think? I'm not really getting all of it, but thank you for liking my glasses. I appreciate you. Ay, 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 caramba, Dios mío. I've been here all day almost. It's almost 11 o'clock. I started at 2 p.m. Took a break, cooked dinner, and we're still here. I don't know what's going on with my pinky, but I feel like a sharp pain every time something touches the top. But hi, Ethan. These you can see really well. It's not like 1 foot deep, really. It didn't get that much over here. It was like not even a millimeter. Thank you, Jalen, and thanks for my pinky. So I'm gonna go one more time. I hope you guys can really see, because I feel like the camera doesn't do it justice at all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And this is nowhere near done though, but I can see texture, and I love that, because it's like the more I add it, because at first it's like, okay, where is it, you know, you can barely see it, but I feel like the more I add it, the more my eyes are like going all over and catching them, you know, especially when the light hits them. I love that in particular. So yeah, now I'm gonna order the long ones like I said. I need some more silver that is a little bit more like pat, you know what I mean? Thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah. Okay, where else should we continue? I'm thinking whether or not I should add to the back. Some dresses don't have on the back and some do. What did I do with my needle again? Oh gosh. Where are you? I'm getting pulled. I thought that was my needle poking me, but it's not. Okay, I see it right there. It's all through the fabric. There we go. Okay. Ooh. The heck? Did y'all hear that? I have no idea what that noise was. So I'm gonna do one big one in this flower right here on the side, and then I'm gonna do a stem with the tiny shiny ones that I have been using so far. Where is my scissor thingy? I'm like, I need one designated area where I put everything because I can't just keep looking for stuff. And you think it was a bead, but it sounded like it was at my desk over there. Because I have like a rug down here, so you wouldn't hear it fall. It sounded like a tapping or a cracking sound or something. Yeah, it was super loud. But my heater is on, and the vent is right above where I heard it. So it's like maybe it had to do with the heater, something like that. No. So right now I'm using these super tiny beads for the stem. And like you can't really tell, but they're really shiny. Oops. I was trying to hold it and I dropped them. So you guys could see how shiny they are. And because they're so tiny, I'm doing 4 or 5 at a time. Yeah, they're really, really tiny. That's a little clumsy. There's a stem that I just did. You'll see how shiny that is. A little bit. Maybe, maybe not. I feel like these are the shiniest bead on this dress. Okay. I feel like I need to lay it down so I can look down at it or hang it up, look right at it. So, with that being said, I'm going to put a pin in it. Call it a night. I'll be upscaling and selling fancy wedding dresses. That's what I want to do. So, the idea with this dress, one of my friends, she is celebrating her 20th wedding anniversary next month. So she bought this dress for herself, but it wasn't the right size. Like it's her actual dress size. However, in wedding dresses, sometimes the sizes don't match up, right? Right, exactly. Pun intended. So the sizes don't necessarily match up with her actual dress size. So this one was smaller. Like it fit certain areas perfectly, but other areas not. So she decided to go for a different size, and she wanted to return this, and the lady sent her a label, right? But the label the lady sent her wasn't like a return label. It was more like a shipping label. So she had to pay basically $200 in just sending it back when she's asking for the same dress in a different size, which is like ridiculous. So then she reached out to the lady and was like, hey, can I get a return label? And the lady, first, before she asked for the return label, she was already asking me like, hey, could you help me sell this dress? So I was like, of course. And then she was like, let me see first if I can get a return label, because if I can, then I'll just return it, right? And then the next day she called me back and she was like, the lady told her that she can't get a return label. So basically either she ships it herself for 200 or she sells it. And so I then had the idea, which is something that I wanted to do for a while now. I just never did it because um, either I didn't have the time, or it was like an idea that I was going to do sometime later this year. So when this happened, I was so happy, right? It was like, thank you, God, for hearing my silent prayers, my thoughts, really. So um, I got this dress from her, and I thought, let me just beat it and like spice it up some, because then I can upsell it because I added value to it. You know what I mean? And then I would be more comfortable selling the dress because I'm not just having a dress and reselling it. I'm actually like doing something within my field, like promoting it, and then like showing people my process would also feel like them wanting to buy it versus going directly to somebody else, because maybe they're watching me live right now and reach out later and like, you know, watch me do the whole thing. That was the idea behind it. Yeah, this is a very expensive industry all around, for real. And it's something that I love, so I would love to tap into this industry more. And I feel like this is a great way for me to do that. Like, eventually, I want to make wedding dresses myself, which I have made two, but they were like quarantine dresses. They were in red, so I don't really like count them for real. But I mean, it was still wedding dresses. Like, she still got married in them. You know what I mean? But I want to learn like more traditional wedding dresses, and I feel like working with dresses like these, because this is my second one that I'm really beating fully. I kind of get to see how they're constructing it, and I'm like, yeah, I could do this. Like I can make this for sure. So yeah, um, I'm gonna do these real quick, and then I'm gonna put a pin in it. So now I have to figure out where I'm gonna sell it at. I know there's apps like Poshmark where people sell used stuff, like things that they don't want anymore, or like thrift store. But I was really thinking of like kind of posting it to TikTok, because most clients find me there anyway, and that way if somebody likes it, they could buy it, or they could DM me on Instagram, or however, I don't even know. But one thing for sure, I'm gonna sell it somehow. I was thinking there's this one lady that I know has her own wedding shop where she basically sells different wedding gowns, but I don't know if she would be willing to purchase. But like, oh, I could ask, but I feel like I want to give it my shot first with like posting it, and then basically direct between me and the buyer. I know you'll be great in the industry. Thank you. That makes me happy. Yeah. So I count this all as practice for when I'm really ready to design mine. Alright, I did these 3. And now for real, I'm going to call it a night. I sold a vintage briefcase yesterday. I kind of regret it. Oh no, that sucks. Like, I'm happy that you sold it and you made some money off of it, but at the same time, sometimes stuff like that, you know, you want to keep. Darn it. But maybe you'll find a better one. You know, you never know. You might find something better, hopefully. What kind of briefcase was it? Was it like a leather kind? Okay, just getting ready stuff. Oh, so you didn't get it from storage? It was just something you had? Ah. Thank you, Jalen. Dankjewel. That's so sweet of you. Ik heb ook genoten van deze livestream. Altijd. That is so kind, so sweet. Yeah. So, I'm going to do my best to show back up here on tomorrow because I just really like it. I like being on here and, you know, instead of me just sitting doing the work by myself, I have company. Virtual, that is, but, you know, still. If I feel like that makes all of this go by so much faster when I'm like, you know, talking and enjoying company. Yeah, hand me down stuff, too much stuff. Yeah, same. I need to really organize my sewing area and get rid of a lot of stuff, even my clothes. Like, my closet is piling out, but Some things you just don't want to get rid of, you know? Wel te rusten. Ik hoop dat je een goede rust hebt. Dankjewel. En ik hoop hetzelfde voor jou. I'm hoping the same for you. All of you, you both. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you, thank you. Love y'all. Bye.